I'm really glad that you found me today because the second you pressed play was the exact moment that your season of growth begins. Bonjour and welcome back to Bloomera Podcast. I'm your host, Brianne, and it's so nice to be back after a little digital detox. If you're a longtime listener, you know I love my breaks to recharge and disconnect so I can reconnect. I have a whole other episode on that will be linked in the episode description for you. I broke my digital detox to come back because I heard you were looking for me. There's a trend going around on social media called the Great Lock-In. It's a challenge on TikTok that encourages intense focus now through the end of the year on your personal and professional goals, with the aim to build up that momentum and self-improvement by the new year. And this just so happens to be my area of expertise. So we're locking it in, and I'm going to share my secret to sustainable habits in your New Year's resolutions and this new era of you. Most people set big New Year's resolutions on January 1st, and then they usually abandon them by February. It's because they're chasing trends and not transformation. This great lock-in trend really has the potential to create real sustainable transformation in your life, the kind of stuff you're looking for. So if you are ready for real sustainable change, if you want to become the best version of you and build the life that you desire, it just so happens to be your lucky day because you have stepped into a great deep well of knowledge just by pressing play on this podcast. Because this trending term to lock in isn't just a quick viral moment. I'm here to help you lock in with habits and growth that will actually last. Lasting change isn't about willpower alone. It's about planting seeds now, habits that are so steady that they keep growing long after the excitement and the motivation fade. This is my take on the Great Lock-In. First, let's talk about why most changes don't stick. Quick fixes fade because they're built on pressure and perfectionism. I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound too fun to me. Sustainable shifts, on the other hand, are anchored in mindset and consistent steps. When we integrate habits into our daily rhythm, instead of chasing the next shiny trend, we can create change that becomes who we are. I'm going to cut right to the chase and share the secrets of locking in with you. The first is consistency over intensity. It feels a lot less intimidating if you think about it and break it down in that way. Tiny actions add up. And the second secret is in the mindset. Try to change any all or nothing thoughts or beliefs that you have and reframe it into every small step counts. This rewiring is what carries habits long past that new year, new me phase. The third secret is focusing on identity-based change. Lasting habits grow from who you believe you are, not just what you do. When the habit matches your self-image, like saying, I'm someone who moves my body daily instead of I should exercise, that reframe shows you that it becomes a part of your identity and it's harder to drop that habit quickly. Because that identity acts like an internal compass almost, guiding your choices even when that motivation dips. There are going to be days where you maybe miss a habit, and that's okay. There are days where that happens. But when that happens, I want you to have self-compassion and think it's out of character instead of thinking that you're a failure. And that kind of goes into my fourth secret, which is self-compassion and recovery. My favorite thing about sustainable change and transformation is that it leaves room for real life. Instead of quitting after a hard day, you can practice a gentle course correction. You can acknowledge, adjust, and keep going. That self-compassion will grow and will transform all of your thoughts of I've failed into I'm learning. There's no guilt spiral in this plan, just a simple reset. And the fifth, and probably going to be your least liked secret, is that digital detox I mentioned earlier. And just hear me out, even if you don't want to go fully offline, or setting your phone down feels like losing a limb, you can modify it and just set stronger boundaries around it. You can hear all about that in my episode on finding clarity in the digital noise and using social media more mindfully. Even if you don't want to take a break from social media, this episode can help you be more mindful of its impact on you, your mental health, and your life. which means you can be more intentional about how you use it moving forward. And it doesn't matter if you're listening to this episode the week it drops or finding it months later. The perfect time to begin is right now. Growth isn't tied to a calendar. It starts the moment you choose it. Joining the Great Lock-In and My Growth Challenge helps you get a head start on your own timeline, the what ifs and the one days. It helps you practice and adjust at a pace that fits your life. By the time someone else is waiting for a fresh start, you'll already be rooted in habits that feel natural. So I'm really glad that you found me today, because the second you pressed play was the exact moment that your season of growth begins. We've talked about why habits that last matter more than resolutions that fade. Now let's get into how the Great Lock-In actually works. The Great Lock-In is a seasonal challenge designed for deep transformation. In my version, the Seasons of Growth, you'll move through 6 clear phases: letting go, rebirth, rooting, sprouting, rising, and blooming. Each season builds on the last, so the change feels more natural and not so forced. Your main companion for this, apart from me, of course, is going to be your Seasons of Growth planner. Think of it as your personal map, a place to track your habits, capture thoughts and reflections, and actually begin to see your progress stack week by week. And to help keep you aligned and motivated, I send out bi-weekly email prompts filled with short reflections, micro challenges, and check-ins that meet you right where you are in the challenge. You're not just trying something new. You're weaving these habits into the fabric of your everyday life, the life that you are building as the person you want to become. And here is the part that brings me so much joy. Thousands of people have already moved through this framework and have used my planner. These are teachers, parents, entrepreneurs, college students, and the stories of growth that they have sent me are incredible. But definitely make it worth all of the long nights I spent designing. And I have personally used these exact tools for the last 3 years. They are how I built the sustainable habits and the inner confidence that help carry me through today. I know firsthand that it works because I'm still living it. And I know that change thrives in connection. So you won't be doing this alone. Inside the challenge, you'll find a community of people locking in their own growth, sharing wins, swapping tips, and cheering each other on when that motivation wears off. So when you join, you're not only stepping into a proven structure, but also a supportive community and a process that's already transformed lives, including mine. I think the only thing missing is your first step. Don't wait for the new year to live the life that you want. You deserve to have it now. Lock in now. So by the time the calendar turns, you'll already be blooming. Thank you so much for being here with me for another episode of Bloomera Podcast. All of the links mentioned in this episode will be in the episode description. I'll catch you in the challenge.